Chairman, councillors, members of the public, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of 1,000 Stratford constituents who signed the petition calling on the Council to support a people's vote. National humiliation, miserable failure, Brexit, broken Britain, UK a laughingstock, civil war, national crisis. Not my words, but some descriptions of the current political situation taken from yesterday's press. Councillors, I don't think anyone can say with conviction that Brexit is going well. 2 years on from the 2016 referendum, the country is more divided than ever. The ruling party is on the brink of civil war, with a third of its MPs refusing to back its own leader, and Parliament seems totally incapable of taking back control. Worse, we have to shake ourselves to remember that the situation we are in is not the result of a natural disaster, a global economic disaster, or even another country declaring war on us. It is entirely self-inflicted. Who would have thought that we would be approaching the cliff edge of the 29th of March 2019 with no idea of our destination, no idea about our future, or even any idea what sort of country we want Britain to be? Although the Prime Minister continues to stick determinedly to her withdrawal agreement, it is clear it will never gain the support of her own party, never mind a majority in Parliament. It is clear as well that stumbling off the cliff edge of the 29th of March with no deal, no plan in place and no transition period would be an unmitigated national disaster. Certainly every party in Parliament opposes this. Other alternatives, like the Norway solution or Canada Plus, are not even on the table, would not be in the national interest, and there is no time now to negotiate them. Meanwhile, the turmoil Brexit has inflicted on the country is poisoning our communities, turning neighbour against neighbour, and giving a licence to every extremist. I'm sure your hearts, like mine, sink at the daily news bulletins of the growing intolerance in our nation and the breakdown in our long-held traditional British values. Proud Britannia weeps for us. Our local economy, too, is already being damaged. Only yesterday, Jaguar Land Rover, the largest single employer in the district, announced that it was axing up to 5,000 jobs to combat Brexit and the falling sales. Our local tourist and agricultural industries are suffering too as they struggle to recruit a workforce. Staff shortages in our local NHS and care sector are adding additional burdens when the need for the services they provide to an ageing population escalate. With the situation we are now in, it is becoming increasingly clear that whether you support, remain or leave, there is only one option now remaining to us. Councillors, it may not have been your original wish, but the time has come to put country before party, before self, and to put the question of Britain's relationship with the European Union to the people to decide. The only viable course of action left to us is for Parliament to delay Article 50 and to seek the informed consent of the people for the future direction of this nation. This informed consent will have the advantage of the facts and not be based on the misleading rhetoric from both sides of the referendum debate of 2 years ago. Already there is strong evidence that the people of Stratford, who you represent, are in favour of this. 92% of both Leavers and Remainers in recent polls in Stratford supported such a people's vote. Nor is it undemocratic to go back to the people a second time. Now we know the reality of what Brexit actually means. Councillors, the call is on us to bring our fractured democracy back together. A people's vote is the only option that stands a chance of doing this. What true democrat would not accept the outcome of a free and fair vote? Future generations will judge us severely if we miss this opportunity. Councillors, consider. You will need to look your children in the eye and your grandchildren and their children, and in all conscience be able to say, in good faith, I put the interests of Stratford and my country first in order to provide you with the safe, secure and prosperous future I have enjoyed in the last 50 years. Councillors, 40 councils, including Birmingham, have already supported it, a similar petition, and I, my fellow 1,000 signatories, now urge you to follow their example and do the same in Stratford. Thank you very much.